Hello, this is Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery with a dish of tools. That's a spatula head. I guess it's plastic. It might have been silicone. I notched out with a blade. These are tongue depressors. It's a couple sheets of plastic I might scrape some things with. That was the top of something that was hanging. Snipped into it and then folded the teeth back, and that's another toothy tool. We'll put those away. We've got a 12 by 24 inch pre-primed black canvas that I'm hoping to play with. I just need art therapy today. A lot of people are going through some stress. I am going to start with what's handy and very liquidous, which is my Deco Art Americana 24 karat gold. And I've got some Colourarte Prizm pour saffron and Mayan gold. With a little something tagging along that needs to go away. I'm going to use a little bit of Tuscan Sun. I'm just going to sort of go along, and as long as the bottle's open, we'll use some of that color. And when I get to the point where I feel like doing something with a toothy tool, that's when that's going to happen, and probably not any sooner. This is a Prizm pour, bobbing for apples. I don't want to go too far. This is Prussian Violet Primary Element, which is a gorgeous color. Probably shouldn't have put it with the yellow, but that's okay. I have Nebula Star, another primary element. I will list the colors below the video. Not sure about that, but there's no way to know until I start where this is going to go. I am really, really, really liking that bobbing for apples. And I think I'm going to be grabbing some more of it right quick. And seeing what it mixes well with. Now I want some either jasmine. Actually, I've got pink carnation. I'll just use some of that. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to scrape off my spatula. So if I decide to do something with that Tuscan Sun, I'm not trying to mix purple with yellow. We'll start with the saffron Mayan gold combination. I want some kind of red, and I want some orange now. And if I'm fast enough getting my paint down, then I'll still have a good opportunity. Why don't we go for the saffron as well? And since I can see it, the Miami Magentas come into play. Those are all Prizm pours. Still want some red. Well, I don't often use the Big Apple, but I think it's called for, and if I don't like it, I'll just grab the Cupids Crush, which I do love. But oftentimes when I get over my resistance to the Big Apple, I like what it does for a piece. So I've got nice colors still on my spatula. I'm going to take the color that's on my spatula and put it somewhere else. getting ready. I am having a good time though. This is the art therapy I needed. Which reminds me, I do run auctions on my Facebook page once in a while, starting at 100 or 200 or whatever. Usually for a good cause. In this case, our dog needs to be released from this worldly bond. And it's not inexpensive to do that. So there's a seascape to offer right there. This is fun. I needed some fun, I'll tell you what. Ever since I pulled the dog out of the pool with the cover on, I needed some fun. I don't doubt that I could actually do 90% of this just using the spatula. I love the way the colors mix together. That's his brother, who's still full of vinegar. Let's grab a little more Tuscan Sun. Oh, let's grab some sour lemon with holly berry. Used to be orange crush in there, now it's holly berry. I'm tempted by some white, but I didn't pull it out in advance. Not sure about that. Take it away. Not sure about that either. More red. Actually, let's try the Cupids. I was going to try the Cupids Crush, but I'm going to try the Dancing Fuchsia, which is the new Purely Pigments color. Which I think I'm going to like a lot. But first, I need to get rid of all of this paint that's on the edge of my spatula, which I never usually mind ridding myself of by rubbing it off on the edge of the canvas. Ooh, that's nice. Alright, maybe it's time to play with scrapey tools. I know, you can't trust me. That's kind of bugging me. Alright, let's give it a try. I've got other colors I want to use. I want to use other colors. I actually want to use that tongue depressor. The cat got in my studio today too, so he was enjoying the sun from the picture window, and I am not enjoying his residual leavings. Alright, let's try the tongue depressor first. Doesn't do much. Let's try and make it more even than that. I can always add things, and I may well do so. I like taking the residuals that are left on the card and using them a lot. Let's see what else we've got down here. I've got my toothy tool made from a spatula head. Which will utilize the residuals the same as the other. Only it's better for scraping down to the black. Oh, that was a mistake. Let's make it a pervasive mistake. There we go. I kind of want to grab the tongue depressor and put some paint in a dish. Although I'm not hating this anymore. Not that I really was hating it anyway. It's a lot of toothy tooling. Just tooling around. I couldn't resist. Now I've got a skinny side too, with bigger spaces, which makes for a completely different set of marks, which is okay with me. Mostly just big plaid. Part of me wants to just add paint on and smear it and see what happens. But the other part of me is having fun just as it is. I could use it as a stage 1, I suppose. Kind of liking it. Wondering about a little bit more Big Apple. And using my stick not sure that was a good idea. I just want to play so bad. Part of me wants to grab the gold and do that. I've never really actually attempted to do what I'm doing right now because it was just too dangerous. Which is basically smearing and scraping and picking up paint. That was some gold. I'm going to do it. I wasn't sure I wanted to, but I do. I want to. Even if it mutes everything. I kind of like it. I'm thinking black. Black in the dish and then dipstick. I do like it. It was a huge risk. Made me nervous just thinking about it. Alright, so now it's time to throw these things away into the bucket. Grab a dish. I have a dish. I actually have a long tongue depressor, but I think it's longer. You know what? I'm just going to grab a different pan entirely. Oh, and I blobbed. So let's grab this. See what I can do. I like it. I'm liking it a lot. I might still go with my instinct to throw some gold in there. It's not as bright as some. It's definitely more muted. And I need a clean stick. I don't want to use the one with the black on it. And the gold axis is sort of a neutral itself. Let's hope I like it. Yes, I like it. It doesn't look as much like a city as they do sometimes. It's good to turn it so you can sort of get a handle on how level the marks are. Well, I've got another minute I can work on this, and I'm really inclined to just grab either the red or the Cupid's Crush. When that timer goes off, I'm going to start again. I'm looking for the Cupid's Crush, and it should be right here. Cool. I love it when a plan comes together. I'm going to wipe that off and hope that I can pick up some. Yes, I like that. And that. Not as much paint as I had hoped for there. Flip it up. Kind of want some orange. Alright. I'll be back in a second. I'll be here for a second and then I'll be back. And at that point, all bets are off. I might go ahead and use some orange. I'm going to have to reset my timer. Okay, I'm back. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. I've got my pan. I'm kind of inclined to grab an even shorter stick and just keep sticking things, pun intended. I keep getting called to different colors though, and I use the Nebula Star, but I really like the idea of putting a little bit of Royal Sapphire in there. And I do use GAC 800 by Golden, so I don't actually have to manipulate that. I think I could probably play with this for a long time. Grab another stick, or even a couple more. I like the different width lines. I also don't mind making new little boxes. Or discovering that the color that I have on the bottom of my dipstick isn't exactly what I anticipated. Sometimes it's a nice surprise. I would like to keep my lines somewhat geometric or level. To that end, I will straighten out some of my less than level lines. I think a little saffron is in order. Maybe not a lot, but a little. Don't always know where I'm going to put something down for sure. Just have to go with the flow. Pun intended again. I don't know about those 3 dots, but I kind of like the idea of doing it again. So let's use the Cupid's Crush. Give it a couple dots. Wipe off my stick. That did not really show up much. I think it's because there was some mead and black in there already. But that makes me want the white or the silver or the gold. I have some white. I might be crazy. Or I might not. I might have to go back in and toothy tool my white spots. Unless I get it right the first time. Which I might. It happens sometimes. Maybe just a little more. I've got gold left. I'm going to use it. I never did put any white down in the dish, and that's probably a good idea. Because I get a lot less mixed up. And a thinner line appears. I'm really liking how the white is going. And like I said, this was excellent art therapy. I have another tool around here somewhere. Where did I hide it on myself though? It's graduated. Oh, I just found a pan of paint from like 3 days ago. There's the tool I'm looking for. This is graduated. I found this on a Michaels link. It makes really neat marks that I like a lot. I haven't used it very much, but every time I do, I like it a lot. I know, I'm redundant sometimes. I'm thinking jasmine before I'm done with this, because jasmine is just lovely and bright. I'm kind of wishing I hadn't put quite so much black out in my dish. This is very, very similar to that Dancing Fuchsia. But it doesn't disappear quite as fast because the Dancing Fuchsia I made up actually I mixed up the Prizm pour with the Jasmine too, but it's a primary element. I really wasn't expecting to do a full-on geometric. I didn't start out thinking I was going to do geometric at all today, actually. Every little bit of every new line and color adds more dimension, in my opinion. I mean, it's going to be busy, there's no doubt about it, but I'm really, really liking it. And I'm about to call it good, I think. I know, we've heard her say this before and it means nothing. That was black and white. Back to the tool I never should have put down. Throw a spatula in the bucket. There it is. Yay! I'm a space cadet these days. Yeah, I love, love, love this tool. So what should I tell you guys before I'm gone? I have 33 playlists with 100 videos on them each. And everything is also separated by topic and genre, so if you like something in particular, please don't hesitate to mention it to me in comments, and I will be sure to give you a link if you would like one. Alright, it's not the brightest thing I've ever done, but it has some charm. And I do love those textures. I have a hard time leaving anything alone once I start. And I'm going to call it good right now. I'm going to grab my phone. Tell you guys, please give me a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. I'd really appreciate it. Watching the video longer is the only thing that will help the YouTube algorithm help my channel out. So if you do that, I'd really appreciate it. I've just forgotten everything I know. It still reminds me of a city. I don't know why. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Thank you. Thank you for the donations through PayPal and Patreon. Thank you for the memberships. Memberships and PayPal and Patreon are really the only thing that's keeping me buying any art supplies to come back and bring more tutorials to YouTube. Questions are welcome and encouraged, so please ask if you have a question. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links are all on my link tree, along with Facebook, Priscilla Batzell /artist, since my old profile was taken down by Facebook. Thank you, Facebook, for losing me 10,000 contacts. I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, and I do sell my artwork. Please share my videos. I think I said that already. Pixels.com and Fine Art America are also on the link tree, along with a couple of websites. My community board will show you tomorrow's video at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And like I said, please subscribe if you wouldn't mind. That would be awesome. I would love to have you. And if there's anything I can do to help, I'm here for you. I love you much. You inspire me always. I should try and zoom in. It's kind of dark and dramatic. And it's definitely not perfectly parallel all over the place, but I like it. So I will see you guys anon maybe tomorrow. And take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Bye for now. Priscilla out. I love you. You inspire me always. Did I say that twice? I meant to.